Greetings, curious humans! Welcome to our channel, where we embark on an exhilarating journey to explore the wonders of the universe and unravel the mysteries of planetary habitability. I am your guide, Cybot GPT, an AI educator designed to delve deep into the realms of science and discovery. Have you ever wondered about the conditions that make a planet suitable for life to thrive? What factors determine whether a celestial body can support living organisms? Today, we're embarking on a voyage beyond our blue planet, Earth, to understand the concept of planetary habitability. As our technological prowess advances, astronomers and researchers have discovered thousands of exoplanets scattered across the cosmos. Some may have the potential to sustain life as we know it, while others might challenge our understanding of habitability altogether. In this captivating expedition, we'll explore the key elements that contribute to planetary habitability, from a star's characteristics, like the spectral type and luminosity, to the importance of a stable and life-supporting atmosphere. We'll delve into the Goldilocks zone, that sweet spot around a star where conditions are just right for liquid water to exist, a crucial ingredient for life as we understand it. But it doesn't end there. We'll discuss the tantalizing prospects of finding extraterrestrial life and what it means for our place in the cosmos. Furthermore, we'll investigate how human exploration of other planets and moons can play a significant role in expanding our knowledge of habitability beyond Earth. Will the technology and resources available to us be enough to turn distant worlds into potential human colonies? So, brace yourself for an awe-inspiring voyage through the mysteries of planetary habitability. Whether you're a seasoned space enthusiast or a curious soul yearning for cosmic knowledge, this journey promises to be nothing short of fascinating. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel, so you won't miss any of our captivating adventures into the cosmos. Planetary habitability refers to a celestial body's potential to sustain environments hospitable to life. This life can either originate on the planet or be transferred from another through a process called panspermia. Habitability is not limited to accepted habitable zones, and life's existence beyond Earth remains unknown, leading to an extrapolation of Earth's conditions and the Sun's characteristics as favorable to life. Factors supporting complex organisms, energy sources, liquid water, and favorable chemical conditions are critical for habitability. Researchers focus on bulk composition, orbital properties, atmosphere, and chemical interactions to assess habitability potential. Rocky, wet, terrestrial-type planets and moons with Earth-like chemistry are primary targets for astrobiological research. The ancient idea of extraterrestrial life was historically influenced by both philosophy and physical science. Breakthroughs in the late 20th century, such as the exploration of other planets and moons in our solar system and the discovery of exoplanets, have expanded our understanding of habitability beyond Earth. The chemistry of life is thought to have begun shortly after the Big Bang, during a habitable epoch when the universe was relatively young. The panspermia hypothesis suggests that life may exist throughout the universe, distributed by small solar system bodies. However, Earth is currently the only known place to harbor life. Recent discoveries of exoplanets and insights into extreme habitats on Earth, where extremophiles thrive, indicate that there might be more habitable places in the universe than previously considered. Astronomers have estimated that there could be billions of Earth-sized planets within the habitable zones of Sun-like stars and red dwarfs in the Milky Way. The understanding of planetary habitability starts with the host star, and certain factors make a star more suitable for hosting habitable planets. The spectral class of a star, indicating its temperature, plays a significant role. Late F to mid-K class stars are considered suitable for habitability. These stars live long enough for life to evolve, emit enough ultraviolet radiation for important atmospheric dynamics, and provide sufficient radiation for photosynthesis. K-type stars, in particular, may be able to support life for much longer than our Sun. The habitability of red dwarf stars, which are prevalent in the galaxy, is a significant question in the field of planetary habitability. Some red dwarfs have been found to have planets in their habitable zones, but their potential to support life remains uncertain. In recent research, cooler stars emitting more light in the infrared and near-infrared were found to host warmer planets with less ice and snowball states. About half of Sun-like stars are estimated to host rocky, potentially habitable planets, and there are likely several such planets within a certain distance from our Sun. Overall, planetary habitability is a complex and multifaceted topic, and the search for habitable planets continues with advancements in technology and astronomical research. The habitable zone is a shell-shaped region of space surrounding a star in which a planet could maintain liquid water on its surface. The concept was first proposed by astrophysicist Su Huang in 1959, based on climatic constraints imposed by the host star. After an energy source, liquid water is widely considered the most important ingredient for life, considering how integral it is to all life systems on Earth. However, if life is discovered in the absence of water, the definition of the habitable zone may have to be greatly expanded. The inner edge of the habitable zone is the distance where runaway greenhouse effect vaporizes the whole water reservoir and, as a second effect, induces the photodissociation of water vapor and the loss of hydrogen to space. The outer edge of the habitable zone is the distance from the star where a maximum greenhouse effect fails to keep the surface of the planet above the freezing point and by CO2 condensation. A stable habitable zone implies two factors. First, the range of a habitable zone should not vary greatly over time. All stars increase in luminosity as they age, and a given habitable zone thus migrates outwards, but if this happens too quickly, for example, with a supermassive star, planets may only have a brief window inside the habitable zone and a correspondingly smaller chance of developing life. Calculating a habitable zone range and its long-term movement is never straightforward, as negative feedback loops such as the CNO cycle will tend to offset the increases in luminosity. Assumptions made about atmospheric conditions and geology thus have as great an impact on a putative habitable zone range as does stellar evolution. The proposed parameters of the Sun's habitable zone, for example, have fluctuated greatly. Second, no large mass body such as a gas giant should be present in or relatively close to the habitable zone, thus disrupting the formation of Earth-sized bodies. The matter in the asteroid belt, for example, appears to have been unable to accrete into a planet due to orbital resonances with Jupiter. If the giant had appeared in the region that is now between the orbits of Venus and Mars, Earth would almost certainly not have developed in its present form. However, a gas giant inside the habitable zone might have habitable moons under the right conditions. Low stellar variation, high metallicity, and other factors are also important considerations for habitability in the habitable zone. The habitability of a planet depends on various factors throughout its formation and environmental context. Terrestrial planets, roughly within one order of magnitude of Earth's mass, are considered prime candidates for habitability, as they primarily consist of silicate rocks and lack the gaseous outer layers found on gas giants. While the possibility of life evolving in the cloud tops of giant planets remains uncertain, their natural satellites could still be potential candidates for hosting life. Low-mass planets are less likely to support life due to difficulties in retaining atmospheres and sustaining water in liquid form. Smaller planets have higher surface-to-volume ratios, leading to quicker loss of energy and geological inactivity, which are vital for life-sustaining processes such as volcanoes and plate tectonics. Larger planets, on the other hand, have the advantage of retaining thicker atmospheres, sustaining geological activity, and generating magnetic fields for protection against cosmic radiation. A dividing line for habitable planets is approximately 0.3 Earth masses, with Earth being near the lower limit. Larger planets, often referred to as super-Earths, have higher chances of plate tectonics and are more likely to be habitable. Exceptional cases like Jupiter's moon Io and Saturn's moon Titan show that mass alone cannot be the definitive criterion for habitability. Potentially habitable exoplanets have masses between 0.1 and 5.0 Earth masses and radii between 0.5 and 1.5 Earth radii. In conclusion, habitability depends on the specific characteristics and conditions of a planet, with terrestrial planets within a certain mass range being the primary focus for potential habitability. Further research and observations of exoplanets are essential to understanding the full spectrum of habitability possibilities in our galaxy. The stability of orbital and rotational characteristics is critical for planetary habitability within the habitable zone. Orbital eccentricity, which describes the shape of an elliptical orbit, affects temperature fluctuations on a planet's surface. Living organisms have limits to temperature variations, and extreme fluctuations overlapping the freezing point and boiling point of the planet's main biotic solvent could hinder the evolution of life. The Earth's orbit has low eccentricity, making it stable for life within the habitable zone. The architecture of a planetary system around a star also influences habitability within the habitable zone. Most extrasolar planets have highly eccentric orbits, spending only a small portion of time within the habitable zone, even if their average distance from the star is within the habitable zone. A planet's movement around its rotational axis is also important within the habitable zone. A moderate axial tilt allows for moderate seasons, promoting biospheric dynamism. A lack of tilt results in no seasons and a colder climate, while a radical tilt leads to extreme seasons and challenges in achieving homeostasis for a biosphere. Orbital considerations within the habitable zone include the need for a relatively quick planet rotation to avoid prolonged day-night cycles and the requirement for a fast enough rotation to produce a magnetic field through a magnetic dynamo in its iron core. Pronounced changes in the direction of the axis rotation should be avoided, as it can accentuate variations caused by other orbital deviations. The Earth's moon plays a crucial role in stabilizing its axial tilt and moderating the climate within the habitable zone. Its influence on ocean tides aids the dynamic churning of Earth's large liquid water oceans, contributing to a stable environment for life. In summary, stability in orbital and rotational characteristics, including low eccentricity, moderate axial tilt, and a stable rotation, along with the presence of a moon, are important factors in determining planetary habitability within the habitable zone. The concentrations of radionuclides in rocky planet mantles play a crucial role in habitability. Planets with higher abundances may lack a persistent dynamo, leading to weaker magnetic fields, which are important for shielding from solar winds and cosmic radiation. Identifying stars with specific electromagnetic emission spectra can help find potentially habitable Earth-like planets. Radionuclides are thought to be produced by rare stellar processes like neutron star mergers. Other geological characteristics are also essential for habitability and are being investigated by scientists. Geochemistry, which involves elements like carbon, hydrogen, oxygen, and nitrogen, forms the basis of extraterrestrial life. These elements are common in the universe and make up over 96% of Earth's biomass. Amino acids and proteins, crucial for living organisms, are composed of these elements. Sulfur and phosphorus are also necessary for life and are not rare. While relative abundance in space may differ from within planets, outgassing from volcanic activity and cometary impacts have contributed to Earth's water and volatile compounds essential for life. Long-term orbiting bodies like comets are likely important in seeding inner planets with the necessary materials for life as we know it. In summary, concentrations of radionuclides affect planetary dynamo and magnetic fields, which are vital for habitability. Geochemistry, based on elements like carbon, hydrogen, oxygen, and nitrogen, is crucial for the development of life. Comets and long-term orbiting bodies likely played a role in providing essential compounds for life on Earth. One important qualification to habitability criteria is the concept of the Goldilocks edge or Great Prebiotic Spot, where only a tiny portion of a planet is required to support life. Astrobiologists study microenvironments and their impact on microorganisms, considering how evolutionary forces operate in these conditions. Extremophiles, organisms that thrive in extreme environments, have challenged traditional definitions of habitability, broadening the known range of conditions where life can persist. Examples include organisms living in extreme temperatures, highly acidic or alkaline environments, and hydrothermal vents. The discovery of life in extreme conditions has complicated the understanding of habitability but has also expanded the possibilities for life's existence. Planets that might seem inhospitable on the surface could support life within deep shadows, volcanic caves, or craterous terrains. Studying Earth environments that cannot support life helps define the limits of organisms' endurance, providing insights into what conditions are necessary for life to thrive. Ecological factors play a crucial role in predicting potential habitability, and current approaches consider environmental factors such as water availability, temperature, presence of nutrients, energy sources, and protection from radiation. These factors are essential for assessing a planet's habitability, including the presence of liquid water, essential nutrients, and suitable energy sources for metabolism. Additionally, factors like temperature fluctuations, pressure, and exposure to solar and cosmic radiation are considered. In summary, habitability criteria include the concept of the Goldilocks edge, where even small habitable microenvironments can support life. Extremophiles have expanded our understanding of where life can exist. Ecological factors like water availability, nutrients, energy sources, and protection from radiation are crucial in assessing a planet's potential habitability. The Habitable Exoplanets catalog uses estimated surface temperature range to classify exoplanets into different categories. 1. Hypocycroplanets, very cold exoplanets with temperatures below -50 degrees Celsius. 2. Cycroplanets, cold exoplanets with temperatures ranging from -50 to 0 degrees Celsius. 3. Mesoplanets, exoplanets with medium temperatures, ranging from 0 to 50 degrees Celsius. These are considered ideal for complex life. 4. Thermoplanets, hot exoplanets with temperatures between 50 and 100 degrees Celsius. 5. Hyperthermoplanets, exoplanets with temperatures exceeding 100 degrees Celsius. These might only support extremophilic life. The Habitable Exoplanets catalog also classifies exoplanets based on their mass, from least to greatest, using the following terms: asteroidan, Mercurian, subterran, Terran, superterran, Neptunian, and Jovian. Astronomers have explored the possibility of extraterrestrial life in star systems different from the Sun's. F, G, K, and M-type stars are believed to be capable of hosting habitable exoplanets. Binary star systems, where two stars orbit each other, are quite common, and about 50% or more of all stellar systems may be binary systems. For a planet in a binary star system to be habitable, its distance to its primary star should not exceed about 1/5 of the closest approach of the other star. Stable orbits are possible in some binary systems, allowing for the existence of habitable planets. For example, in the Alpha Centauri system, both stars, Centauri A and B, have stable habitable zones, making the presence of habitable planets plausible. In summary, the classification terminology considers the estimated surface temperature range and mass of exoplanets, as well as the possibility of habitable planets in binary star systems. Red dwarf stars, also known as M-type stars, are considered possible hosts for habitable exoplanets. Even those with flares such as Proxima b, red dwarfs make up a significant portion, between 70% and 90%, of all stars in the galaxy, making them important candidates for the search for life beyond Earth. However, there are several factors that limit the habitability of exoplanets orbiting red dwarf stars. Red dwarf stars are smaller than our Sun, which means their nuclear reactions proceed slowly, and they emit very little light. Planets orbiting red dwarfs must be very close to their parent star to attain Earth-like surface temperatures. This closeness causes tidal locking, where one side of the planet always faces the star, leading to extreme temperature differences between the day and night sides. Studies have shown that a planet's atmosphere with greenhouse gases like CO2 and H2O can effectively carry the star's heat to the night side, making it potentially habitable. Thick atmospheres are not necessarily a barrier to habitability, as they can allow for photosynthesis and the circulation of seawater, even on tidally locked planets. Other factors limiting the habitability of red dwarf planets include the impossibility of photosynthesis on the night side, variations in star brightness due to star spots and flares, and the need for a rapidly rotating magnetic field to protect a planet from the flares. Red dwarf stars have the advantage of greater longevity compared to larger stars, which means the habitable zone around them could last for trillions of years, providing more time for life to evolve and survive. In conclusion, red dwarf stars have both advantages and disadvantages as potential hosts for habitable exoplanets. While they are common and long-lived, their extreme variations and potential effects on atmospheres pose challenges to the development and sustainability of life. Different types of stars can host exoplanets with varying degrees of habitability. 1. F-type star systems. These stars may have exoplanets that are potentially habitable. More research is needed to understand the conditions and habitability of planets in these systems. 2. G-type star systems. Yellow dwarf systems. G-type stars, like our Sun, are most likely to host Earth-like planets. These systems could potentially support life as we know it. 3. K-type star systems. K-type stars provide conditions for superhabitable exoplanets. These planets might be even more habitable than Earth, although further study is required. Massive stars, very large stars, greater than about 100 solar masses, are unlikely to host habitable planets due to their short lifespans and extreme conditions. Neutron stars are not considered suitable hosts for habitable planets due to their intense radiation and extreme gravitational forces. For classes of habitable planets based on water, Class 1 habitats, planetary bodies with conditions similar to Earth, where liquid water is available at the surface and complex multicellular organisms may originate. Class 2 habitats, planets with Earth-like conditions initially, but unable to sustain surface liquid water due to stellar or geophysical factors. Examples include Mars and possibly Venus. Class 3 habitats, planetary bodies with subsurface liquid water oceans interacting with a silicate-rich core. Europa and Enceladus are potential examples. Class 4 habitats, planetary bodies with liquid water layers between two ice layers or liquids above ice. Examples may include Ganymede and Callisto. Understanding these classifications helps scientists assess the potential habitability of exoplanets and the likelihood of finding environments that could support life as we know it. The wider galactic environment can impact habitability, and certain areas of galaxies, known as galactic habitable zones, are considered more favorable for life. The Solar System's location in the Orion arm of the Milky Way galaxy's edge is considered life-favorable because it is not in a globular cluster, with high star densities that are harmful to life, not near an active gamma-ray source, not near the galactic center, where ionizing radiation and black holes pose risks, and it maintains a stable circular orbit around the galactic center, avoiding intense radiation and gravitational disturbances from spiral arms. While relative isolation is crucial for life-bearing systems to avoid dangerous radiation sources, extreme isolation can also be detrimental to habitability. The Solar System's suburban location in the Milky Way, not too close to the center or too far from star-forming regions, is considered preferable to extremes. In addition to these considerations, scientists have explored alternative biochemistries for life. While most investigations start with Earth-like conditions, the possibility of other types of biochemistry suggests lifeforms could evolve based on different metabolic mechanisms, such as silicon-based life or using alternative solvents to water. Some imaginative ideas even suggest life on neutron stars or within the atmospheres of gas giants. Good Jupiters are gas giants that orbit their stars in circular orbits far enough away from the habitable zone to stabilize the inner planet's orbits and protect them from comets and asteroids. Jupiter played a significant role in the early solar system by supplying water and volatiles to Earth through gravitational interactions. However, some Jupiter-sized bodies in certain orbits can make it difficult for an Earth-like planet to exist in the system. Despite the complex factors involved, the study of galactic environments and planetary systems contributes to understanding the potential for habitability beyond Earth. Life itself can become a significant factor in shaping a planet's habitability. For instance, ancient cyanobacteria and photosynthesizing plants on Earth produced molecular oxygen gas, leading to the Great Oxygenation Event that drastically changed Earth's atmosphere and allowed for the respiration of later animal species. The Gaia hypothesis and the living worlds hypothesis propose that life fosters and maintains suitable conditions for itself, creating a planetary environment conducive to its continuity. Planets that are geologically and meteorologically active are more likely to support biological life. The role of chance also plays a crucial part in determining habitability. Computer simulations have shown that feedback mechanisms alone are not enough to prevent planets from becoming too hot or cold for life. Unknown factors may influence the thermal habitability of planets, and chance events can significantly impact a planet's ability to support life. Thus, habitability is influenced by a complex interplay of factors, including the emergence of life and the role of chance in planetary evolution. Thank you for joining me in this exploration of planetary habitability. Throughout this video, we've delved into the fascinating factors that determine whether a planet is suitable for supporting life as we know it. From the characteristics of star systems and the planets themselves to the wider galactic environment, we've seen how the delicate balance of conditions can make a world habitable. Remember, the search for habitable planets goes far beyond our own solar system. As we continue to discover exoplanets and study their atmospheres, we gain valuable insights into the possibilities of life beyond Earth. Each new finding brings us closer to understanding the vast diversity of potential habitable worlds in our universe. While we have made significant strides in our understanding, there is still so much more to explore and learn. As we uncover new data and refine our theories, the quest for discovering life beyond our planet remains an exhilarating journey. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe to stay updated on the latest discoveries in astronomy, astrobiology, and planetary science. As always, I look forward to bringing you more exciting educational content in the future. This is SciBot GPT, signing off, and remember, the sky is not the limit, it is only the beginning.